Regulated working hours, we demand. 5-day banking, we demand. CBOF long live. CBOF long live. लड़ेगा हम, लड़ेगा हम, लड़ेगा हम. 5-day banking, 5-day banking, 5-day banking, 5-day banking, 5-day banking. CBOF, 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 CBOF. 5-day banking, 5-day banking, 5-day banking.
CBOF right choice. CBOF our demand. Right path. CBOF right path. CBOF right path. You right path. Hare comrade right path. Our leadership right choice. Zindabad! 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 Our leadership Zindabad!
please move forward. Please occupy your seats. We are waiting for our dignitaries to come. Our YouTube channel is going on live. Video recording is going on. Comrades, please share through your WhatsApp groups. So it will reach all India. Live recording is going on through our YouTube channel, through our WhatsApp groups. Please share this. It will reach pan India. CBOF Zindabad.
Zindabad, Zindabad.
CBOF long live! CBOF long live!
Long live, long live.
CBOF right path!
Right path, right path.
Zindabad! Mind Bob Zindabad! Mind Bob Zindabad! Canara Bank Zindabad! Canara Bank Zindabad! Our bank Zindabad! Our bank Zindabad! एक साथी Zindabad! एक साथी Zindabad! Our leadership Zindabad! Our leadership Zindabad! Our tunnel Zindabad! एक साथी Zindabad! Our leadership Zindabad! CBOF Zindabad! CBOF Zindabad! CBOF right path! CBOF long live! CBOF Zindabad! Inbox Zindabad! Inbox Zindabad! आवाज दो! आवाज दो!
आवाज दो। और जोर से आवाज दो।
Comrades, please be seated. Please kindly be seated. We are having our esteemed dignitaries with us. We can start the formal function. Our Honorable Ernakulam MP will be coming in another few minutes. So I humbly invite the leader, our leader, Canara Bank's leader, Sri M. Lawrence sir, DGM, HRM HO, Canara Bank Bangalore, to the dais. Reception committee, please escort the dignitaries to the stage. Next, I solicit the esteemed presence of Sri Prem Kumar Mukherjee, General Secretary INBOG, to the dais. Also, let me invite Sri R.K. Chatterjee sir, President INBOG, to the dais. I proudly welcome our leader, Sri Sanjay Manjrekar sir, our STL SBI General Secretary, to the dais. That cheers shows the spirit of SBI. Next, comrades, I invite Comrade Dinesh Punia, our Honorable President. Comrades, let me invite the Chairman of CBOF, Sri Ceremonial Chakravarti, onto the dais. Next, the man behind the saga, our General Secretary, Sri Bernard Sebastian, onto the dais. March on, march on. March on, march on. Zindabad, Zindabad. March on, march on. Only choice, only choice. Comrades, let me also invite the Chairman of the Reception Committee and our Senior Vice President, Sri man behind the show, let me invite our JGS, our leader, the convener of the reception committee, Comrade Salih VC.
CBOF Zindabad!
Zindabad, Zindabad.
CBOF Zindabad!
Zindabad, Zindabad. Zindabad, Zindabad. March on, march on. March on, march on. March on, march on.
Time to unite our protect our dignity and we have to fight against this kind of atrocities.
Right path, right path. Right path, right path. Right choice, right choice. Comrades, a very warm welcome to all of you to the God's own country. What a magnificent day it is. What an energy. What an enthusiasm. 3 years back, there was a mesmerizing day for all of us. The 10th Triennial Conference we held at Mumbai. Now the repetition going on. We waited for 3 years for our 11th Triennial Conference, which the Kerala comrades got the luck to hold the same. This place is having a historic importance too. As you all know, this is the birthplace of Adi Shankaracharya. Kaladi is only 8 kilometers from here. That's the historic importance of this place. Comrades, let us enjoy this magnificent evening, this magnificent day with all our comrades, travel all across India. I am very much delighted to offer hearty welcome to everyone gathered over here to the 11th Triennial Conference of CBOF. Comrades, it is time for prayer. Respecting our rich tradition and system, let's start the Triennial function with a prayer. Comrades, I heartily welcome our comrade Salih VC, the Joint General Secretary of CBOF, the man behind the show, the pride of Kerala CBOF, to deliver the welcome notes.
Our chief guest, Honorable MP, is on the way. He will be joining us soon. Esteemed guests of honor, Sri Lawrence Samsar, Sri Prem Kumar Mukherjee, Sri R.K. Chatterjee, Sri Sanjay Manjrekar, respected leaders of INBOC and INTUC, honorable office bearers of Canara Bank Officers Federation, distinguished delegates, comrades, brothers and sisters. On behalf of the Canara Bank Officers Federation and the reception committee, it gives me immense pleasure and pride to extend a very warm and heartfelt welcome to each one of you to the inaugural session of the 11th Triennial Conference and 23rd General Body Meeting being held today at this august venue. We extended our respectful welcome to our guests of honor, Sri Lawrence Samsar, DGM, HRMHO, Canara Bank. I thank our beloved management of Canara Bank for deputing him to this event, whose presence signifies the importance of constructive dialogue. Welcome, sir. We have here Sri Prem Kumar Mukherjee, General Secretary INBOC, Sri R.K. Chatterjee, President INBOC, whose leadership and guidance continue to strengthen the trade union movement in the banking industry. On behalf of Canara Bank Officers Federation and the reception committee, I extend a warm welcome to Sri Prem Kumar Mukherjee, General Secretary of INBOC, to this event. On behalf of Canara Bank Officers Federation and Reception Committee, I extend a warm welcome to R.K. Chatterjee Dada, President INBOC, to this event. This 11th Triennial Conference is not merely a statutory event, it is a platform to introspect, deliberate and chart the future course of action in safeguarding the rights, dignity and aspirations of bank officers in a rapidly changing financial landscape. The theme, the power of union, truly reflects our collective strength, unity and commitment. We are extremely happy that we have our veteran leader, Sri Sanjay A. Manjrekar, ex-General Secretary of CBOF, who infused the power of trade union into each one of us. On behalf of Canara Bank Officers Federation and Reception Committee, I extend a warm welcome, sir. We are also honored to have with us our respected leaders, Comrade Nirmala Chakrabarti, Comrade Dinesh Punia and Comrade Bennett Sebastian, whose addresses will guide and energize our deliberations in the days ahead. On behalf of the Canara Bank Officers Federation and the Reception Committee, I extend a warm welcome to Comrade Nirmala Chakrabarti, Chairman CBOF, to this event. On behalf of Canara Bank Officers Federation and the Reception Committee, I extend a warm welcome to our President, Comrade Dinesh Punia ji. Then coming to the vibrance of CBOF, our General Secretary. On behalf of Canara Bank Officers Federation and Reception Committee, I extend a warm welcome to the vibrant leader, Comrade Bennett Sebastian, General Secretary of CBOF, to this venue. Hey! We are having our additional General Secretary, INBOC Kerala State, Narasimha Prabhu sir, I extend a warm welcome to Narasimha sir to this event. A special word of welcome to all our delegates and comrades who have traveled from different parts of the country to participate in this conference. Your presence adds meaning and strength to this gathering. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to all dignitaries, delegates, and all participants, all members from Kerala, to this event, the Triennial Conference of Canara Bank Officers Federation. Welcome you all once again. Thank you. CBOF Zindabad! CBOF Zindabad!
Thank you, Comrade Sali. Now, I respectfully invite, humbly request our dignitaries to please come forward. Now is the time for traditional lamp lighting ceremony. Sirs, please.
General Secretary in box, Sally, I would like to present a deputy. Please come. Kerala State General Secretary.
Comrades, let me invite our comrade president, Sri Dinesh Punia ji, for the presidential address.
Thank you, comrade. Respected dignitary on the dais, in absentia chief guest, MP, local constituency, guest of honor, Mr. Lawrence, DGMHR, Prem Kumar Makkar, General Secretary, INBOG, President, R.K. Chatterjee, INBOG, our ex-General Secretary, हमारे गुरु, who not serve the officer community, but who also created the leaders. Our General Secretary, Comrade Bennett, Chairman, Nirmalada, Reception Committee Chairman, Comrade Sali, Convener, Comrade Amar, all my respected EC members, delegates and observers who come across the India for this triennial conference. Comrade, I feel honored to be in front of you as President of CBOF. This is not only a statutory gathering, it reflects our unity, our concern for the welfare of officers and collective strength. Officers of banking industry are the backbone of economy, backbone of country. We shoulder responsibility, we serve customers, we do compliance, we do social services. Every strata of society, every section of society, we serve. We not only expect appreciation, we deserve respect, dignity, and our demands and our justice. You know, rights are not given as gift. We have to fight for the rights. We have to demand. Comrade, in past you have seen so many trade unions moments. In the morning also, we were shouting slogans. We have so many demands. Our earlier leaders also fought. Present leadership also fighting. And it will be continue. Protect the interest of the working community, officer community. Trade union have to work continuously. Our union exists only for the purpose to serve the officers, to protect their interest, for their welfare, to take care of their day-to-day, whether it is impacting a single officer or impacting the mass. We have to take up each and every concern, each of every member with us, and collectively bargain with the, whether it is bank management, whether it is the government management, or whether it is government. You know, again we come to the demands, we are demanding. But whatever we demanded, so many demanded we have achieved, and so many are still pending. For that we are pursuing. But whether the demand met by the management or the government, whether we are enjoying, we are working for, we are fighting for the 5-day banking. But second Saturday and fourth Saturday is already holiday. We are talking about work-life balance. Our MD, earlier MD has given clear-cut message for the work-life balance, we have to leave the bank at 6:30. We have to close the bank. But to be very frank and frankly tell me, how many of we are enjoying these benefits here, these demands we met? Even though yesterday was one circular in the groups in which duty was assigned for the special task of one of product which was discontinued under agriculture. To see the functioning, see the things. Although this is the beauty of trade union, specifically CBOF, you can see here our members, our delegates who are working down the line branches, units and contributing for the betterment and growth of bank. At the same time, here your top leaders are also there. Apart from this, you see our management, top management, our DGM is also here. So this is the beauty of CBOF. We collectively put efforts for welfare and betterment of our members, for the strong and committed organization that is our federation, and in long term for the strength and strong bank. If any of these three pillars, if any of these three segments, any is left out, our purpose will be defeated. Everyone should prosper, organization, Canara Bank, CBOF and your individual growth. All should grow, all should be in line. Then only we can achieve our true goal. So many issues are pending. It is continuously pursuing. We have very good top management. They are understanding. They are directing, making policies, bringing transparency. So many problems we are facing, but few things can improve the situation. If we bring transparency, it will improve so many aspects. And on that part, in last 2-3 years, bank has taken so many initiatives. So these are the collective efforts of association and management. Management is including taking along with the association, your CBOF in decision making, in policy makings. Although sometimes we compare, earlier trade union were so strong, earlier leaders were so strong. It is not only the leaders, it is fault of some of the policies. Government also want to weaken the trade unions so that they can implement their agendas, their policies. You see, we have 3 trade unions leaders who are, I think, in trade unions so many years, work, and all the 3 trade union leaders, whether president of INBOC, general secretary and our general secretary, all 3 worked as officer director in respective banks. And you know, board have all power, all policy decisions are taken by the board. If our representative will be there in boards, then we can achieve so many demands. But this is the government policy, government decisions, they are systematically want to finish the trade unions, want to finish the labor unions. But you can see the latest trend also. 5-day banking, for the 5-day banking we were on agitations. Last time we called back the strike. Again we gave the call of strike under the banner of UFBU. And I appreciate and wish to thanks INBOC General Secretary, who is the part of that meeting also, to take a stand. Although in sitting here or in branches, we think leadership is very easy. But the last 2 days when they were negotiating, if anyone got the opportunity or sir give the opportunity to share his feelings. The way they are dealing things, under the circumstances they are working, specifically in this government, is very difficult and challenging. Comrade, call has been given, already strike stand. Now it's time for us to deliver. You, after concluding this conference, you will reach to your respective circle. You have to contribute. You have to move on strike. There should be participation in strike. Strike should not be taken as the paid, unpaid leave. Holiday. You should show your strength, should be presence, it should be covered by media. Then public also came to know why bankers are on strike. So it is our responsibility to make the strike successful. Maximum participation should be there from each circle, each corner. Comrade, I wish you all best wishes for the next 2 days, and after concluding this conference, I hope and wish we will take the new responsibility, we will take unitedly to take care of our officers, our community, for welfare and betterment of the community. Thank you, comrade.
Comrade Dinesh Punia joined the bank as Specialist Officer Marketing in the year 2011. Later he elected as Zonal Council member and co-opted as Regional Secretary in the year 2017. Again, he co-opted as Zonal Secretary in the Delhi Zonal Council meeting in the year 2018 and elected as Vice President in August 2020. And in the last Mumbai Triennial Conference, Comrade Dinesh Punia elected as the President of CBOF. Thank you so much, Comrade Dinesh Punia, for the valuable presidential address. Now it's the time to invite our Comrade General Secretary. Comrades, today we are privileged to hear a leader who is not just an office bearer, but a battle-hardened product for the trade union movement. A leader shaped by struggle, commitment and service. Comrade Bennett Sebastian joined the erstwhile East Syndicate Bank on 4/1/2010, beginning his banking career in Goa. From the very beginning, he chose the path of organization, resistance and collective struggle. After his promotion, he was posted to the Treasury and International Banking Division, Mumbai, and from 2013 onwards, he has been actively and fearlessly involved in trade union activities. In 2013, he was elected as a Zonal Council member of ESBOA. From that point onwards, his journey has been a step-by-step elevation earned through commitment, sacrifice and services to the officers' community. He has been elected as Regional Secretary, Mumbai 1 region, then entrusted with the responsibility of Zonal Secretary of Mumbai Zone. Recognizing his integrity, organizational strength and fighting spirit, the organization elected him as the Treasurer of ESBOA and subsequently as the Joint General Secretary of ESBOA. Comrades, after the historic amalgamation, when officers across the bank were facing uncertainty and challenges, the collective confidence of the fraternity elevated him as the General Secretary of Canara Bank Officers Federation. Under his militant and decisive leadership, the officers' fraternity has benefited from several concrete staff welfare measures, and CBOF has emerged stronger, more united and more assertive. He has been continuously and relentlessly taking up the issues of officers, not only within our bank, but also at the industry level, raising his voice against unjust policies, arbitrary transfers, discriminatory schemes and attacks on work-life balance. At the industry front, he serves as the Senior Vice President of INBOC and is a front-rank leader of UFBU, actively participating in negotiations, decisive UFBU meetings and collective struggles of the banking fraternity. Comrades, this is not a story of a sudden rise, but this is a journey of step-by-step elevation built on commitment, credibility and unwavering service to the officers' fraternity. Let us welcome a leader of struggle, a voice of the officers, and a fighter of the moment, Comrade Bennett Sebastian, Comrade GS Zindabad, Comrade Bennett March on,
Comrade Bennett, right path. Comrade Bennett, right path. Comrade Bennett, आगे बढ़ो. Comrades, respected Chief Guest of the function, Honorable Member of Parliament, Ernakulam constituency, he has promised that he will be coming to the any time, because all of you are aware that is a MB is having so many programs. But when we invited him, he was very excited to come and address us. So he told, I am very busy that day, but still I will come. I will address all of you. So in his absence, on behalf of our Canara Bank Officers Federation, we extend him our regards for coming here and addressing. And guest of honor, Sri Lawrenson, DGM, HRM, HO Bangalore. When our CBOF delegation last week went along with our Bangalore comrades to invite our higher executives at head office to our function. Comrades, it was a great experience. Right from ED to all the senior executives are allowed to attend our function. So when I entered in the ED sir cabin, he is in charge of MD and CEO right now, Aluwalia sir. So he has welcomed us. So then we had told sir, we are conducting our 11th triennial conference. So he told, I am very happy, very nice invitation, but I have some programs is already fixed. I may not be in a position to come. But he promised that he will be deputy one senior executive from HO. Then we invited GM HR, Murthy sir. He was also interested to come, but most of you may be aware that 3 parliamentary committees are going on. Interviews are going on. Yesterday and day before yesterday, CLC meeting were happening at Delhi. Instead of all this, because Lawrence sir, he was also there in the interview part. So today I think probably he might have started 5 a.m. in the morning. Yesterday after concluding all the interview and all, because when I was discussing with the GM HR, I told sir morning flights are available. So early morning, 5 o'clock he started, might have started, maybe little early. Come all the way from Bangalore and attending this function. Thank you very much, sir. I request all of you to stand and give a clap to our Lawrence sir. So the representation from head office, it is showing the recognition to Canara Bank Officers Federation. I heartfully thank the management of Canara Bank for recognizing us and deputing a senior executive to attend our function. Our bank! Our bank! Our bank, Canara Bank! Our bank, Canara Bank! Comrades, other guest of honor, Sri Prem Kumar Makkarji. So I had a very personal relationship with him. I will tell you why. When I invited him over the phone, immediately, without any second, he told Bennett, I will come. He was such a amazing personality and he was very much excited to attend the Canara Bank Officers Federation Triennial Conference, because he always tell one thing: the most aggressive constituent of INVOC is Canara Bank Officers Federation. The most aggressive of constituent of invoke is Canara Bank Officers Federation, and in near view, that is Canara Bank Officers Federation. So thank you very much, sir. Yesterday it was a reconciliation meeting was there at Delhi. After finishing, he catch a flight and reached late night and attending our function and also participated our procession. Thank you very much, sir. Our another guest of honor, Sri Premagam Chatterjee, sir. Chatterjee, sir, is a experienced trade union leader in the country. When we affiliated to Invoke, I visited Patna along with our Sunilji and all. So we went and met. So the discussion which we were done, even made hardly 5 or 10, may understand the depth of knowledge he is having in the trade union movement. And when I invited him, so he was also very happy to attend our function. In fact, there is no direct flight from Patna. So yesterday he catch a flight through Bangalore and reached late night. And today morning he attended our procession and today is here to address us. I request all of you to give a grand clap to both the Makarji and Secretary. Comrades, another guest of honor is Comrade Sanjay Manjarekar. So, I think I should not tell about him because I am not a right person to. Because for all of us, it's a feeling in our heart. Comrade Sanjay Manjarekar! Comrade Sanjay Manjarekar! He is such a selfless leader in the banking industry. He was a General Secretary of ESBOA. He was the Board of Director 2 times in, one time in Syndicate Bank. Senior Vice President of IBOC. That time we were affiliated to IBOC. Then General Secretary of CBOF. So on behalf of entire CBOF family, so I express my sincere gratitude because when we talk, if we are discussing about Canara Bank Officers Federation, we cannot forget ESBOA. The great leaders of ESBOA. So representing him, there was a common feeling in mind to invite somebody from our retirees, representing all our retirees, who was dedicated their life to build up the SBOA and Federation. So, thank you very much, sir. When I invited him, he told I will come all the way from Mumbai. He reached, he is attending our function. Thank you, sir. Comrade President Puniaji, the young and matured face of CBOF. He is also one of the person behind whatever happening in the federation. He is leading the federation. So our President Puniaji and our chairman, the most loud face of our CBOF, Comrade Nirmalya Chakravarti. And heroes of today's function is sitting behind. I told them to sit in the front row, but they were very hesitated to do that. So the chairman of reception committee, the man behind is happening everything here. Such a good arrangement. Today morning I was just asking, whenever I am meeting, I am just asking how the arrangement, everything is nice. Because we plan to conduct our conference in Kerala, Amar also is the convener. So I used to call, Sali, everything is fine. Yeah, everything is fine. And then everything means whether you have booked room, that and all I will manage.
So again I will talk our Shovik and Amar. Everything is managed. Yeah, everything is managed. So such a confident, such a enthusiasm, such a militancy. The reception committee, chairman, Sali, and the convener Amar, and other committee members, Prijit, Srijit, Prenjit, I may not be able to tell all the names, but all. They, day and night, they worked for accommodating around 200 comrades, delegates and observers from across the country without any complaint or anything. So on behalf of Canara Bank Officers Federation, I extend my thanks to all the reception committee and the comrades, Kerala comrades. Comrades, I extend my heartfelt thanks all of you, the delegates and observers from across the country. Actually, we were expecting some 120 members initially, but once we started our preparation, we are getting a representation from every circle. Sir, that member also interested to come, this member also interested to come. Then we thought, but federation is nothing but our members. So we thought wherever we are getting the request, maximum will consider it. So thank you all of you coming from different part of the country, holding the true spirit of trade union and the feeling of federation close to our heart. And also we had a very good procession. Lawrence sir was not there, but other dignitaries was there, with shouting slogans, displaying our long-pending demands, placards. So what we thought, we should display to the public what is our long-pending demand. So that is what we thought, arranging such a procession surrounding the hotel with our demands. And I have observed the spirit and enthusiasm of our comrade. I recollected our memories of ESBOA, and still the same spirit and enthusiasm is continuing by our CBOF. Comrades, I am proud standing here addressing our 11th Triennial Conference, 23rd General Body. Why I am repeating is, many of our members may be newly joined, so they may be always hearing the one false propaganda. Canara Bank Officers Federation is a new union. Comrades, we are not new. We had 53 years of true trade union history and struggle for the welfare of officers in the bank and industrial level. Let me clear, we had 3 years of that, and we have dedicated so many comrades to the banking industrial movements like Manjarekar sir, Karotia sir, PK Bhatt, so many leaders, K. Shetty. So we are not new. We have 53 years of struggle for the officers' welfare in the bank and industrial. Obviously, this is the second triennial conference of Canara Bank Officers Federation after changing our name to Canara Bank Officers Federation. All of you know that the great amalgamation, as per the government notification, the syndicate bank was merged into Canara Bank. In one occasion, our earlier General Secretary, Comrade Sanjay Manjarekar, has mentioned that with this merger, sugar added to the milk, and after adding sugar to the milk will be more sweeter. After the great amalgamation, the Canara Bank is one of the biggest public sector banks serving millions of customers in the country and crossed our business around 27 lakhs crores. It is one of the largest public sector banking serving the millions of underprivileged sections of the country and the growth engine behind the economic development of the country. Our bank. So, comrades, after our first triennial conference in 2023. There were some kind of false propaganda. CBOF may not survey. It is a minority. Whether comrades, we are feeling sitting here, we are a minority. The spirit we are showing, whether we are a minority. So that is what happened. Many elements, not our members or leaders, they were having some feeling, we will not survive. But for federation is not a trade union for us, comrades. It is the feeling we always keep in close to our heart. With that spirit, that enthusiasm, we are here, our second triennial conference after changing our name to Canara Bank with increased membership and strength, determination for work for the welfare of officers in the bank and the industrial level. All kind of false propaganda, allegations, legal issues only strengthen our spirit to fight for the officers. Thank you very much, comrade. When we are conducting I got little problem with my sound because when I started from Mumbai, because whenever I am shouting slogans, Shivakumar will come and tell me, sir, preserve your sound. You have to speak because I got some throat infection. Sorry, right? When you are conducting our triennial conference, the banking officers fraternity passing through a challenging time. It is the fact. The dignity of bank officers are undergoing a challenge. It is not a peripheral one. There are systematic challenges from various types. All of you are aware of what is happening in the ground level. Workload is increasing. Staff recruitment is not happening. Whenever recruitment is happening, many are not joining. The work-life balance of the comrades working in the branches and other officers is facing so many issues. Our demand for 5-day banking, all of you are knowing that. And work-life balance, regulated working hours. We are not demanding it. It is not a demand. It is I feel it is a right for each officer in the bank. So, comrades, we also have to understand one thing. This time also challenging for our public sector nature of our bank. It is also challenges from different sectors of the challenges are from different corner. Maybe in the name of merger, maybe in the name of amalgamation, maybe in the name of disinvestment, maybe in the name of FDI. One thing is clear. There are challenges for us for coming days. So, comrades, what is happening in the country at present? You may be knowing that one incident, Indigo incident, recently. The one section of the authorities always feeling privatization is the only remedy for economic growth. Whether it is correct? When the Indigo was undergoing a struggle, what was happening? It is the result of privatization and monopolization of the sectors. When the crisis was going on the Indigo, if that Air India was with government of India, they would interfere in the market. But what happened? When crisis was there, the lakhs of people are located in the different airports of the country. Other airlines are increased their price. Correct, comrades? But even government was not able to interfere. It is happening in the different sectors. It is happening in the telecom sector. It may happen tomorrow in our banking financial sector also. That is what I told comrade. This kind of policies and challenges we have to face. Many times what we have observed, the officers are confined with the transfers. I do agree that it is also a matter. But comrades, we have to understand and recognize and fight against our right enemies. That is also our duty. Comrades, all of you are working in the branches. So our comrades, our CBOF members are mostly facing one question. That is, why you are a CBOF member? It's a minority federation. So why you are joining a CBOF? Comrades, if you are seeing the functioning of Canara Bank Officers Federation, we consistently taking up the issues of our members. And thanks to our management. So they were always, whenever we are visiting the head office, we are meeting MD sir or ED sir or HR department, they always welcome us and they always give an opportunity to us to discuss the various issues of our comrades and whatever we are taking up the issues. So that is what Canara Bank management, they understand the feeling, and also what I observed, they also happy to hear the feedback from the ground. Then we go and discuss, sir, these are the issues is in the ground level. They are ready to listen. Okay, what is the issue? You tell me. Then our MD, Satyanarayana sir used to tell me, you give me a WhatsApp message. So comrades, the relevance of Canara Bank office, the relevance of Canara Bank Officers Federation is the federation, the only officers federation in our bank continuously taking up the issues. Comrades, all of you are aware that transfer policy, when we approached our CGM sir, then CGM sir, so our demand was nothing but, sir, there should be a comprehensive transfer policy. And it should be like that, no member should run behind any trade union or any DGM or AGM or anybody. It should be policy driven and system driven. Am I right? So management was also very much, they are discussed that here. And thankful to the management, they brought a policy and also introduced maximum things in the policy and system driven. You might have seen that. The circle-wise seniority list, it is published in the Canet. That is a revolution in the, I feel, in the transfer policy. Such a transparency brought in the system. I do agree that. Then and there some issues are there. Since we are managing a human resource, it is not like that one PC will fix there, one printer will fix there. It is not like that. Most heterogeneous resources we have to manage. So again, I request all of you to to give a clap to our management, accepting our delegation. Again, absorption of tax on purchases. Canara Bank is the first bank in the banking industry after the So many issues we are taken up, comrades. So foreign traveling, there was a policy to close all the clean loans and you have to deposit 3 months. When we approached our ED sir, he was very happy. He told we will review the policy. Now it is not required. Standardization of staff number, that is one of the issues. When we merged, I told the sugar was added with milk, and it is one of the great amalgamation. That amalgamation led by the Canara Bank in such a height. So we thought, we are represented the management, sir, that there should not be any differentiation in staff number. The management has accepted that for the welfare and also for all the officers. It has been implemented. Again, automation of conveyance allowance. Whenever we are visiting, so many that whatever in the ground level, suppose, especially in the branch managers, they used to tell that. Many times if you are, because whatever conveyance allowance we have to punch in the system, it will go to respective RO. Whenever they are asking for the authorization, they will ask how many work zones you are done. The things, that is also part of our. So they were requesting, sir, it should because happen. Then we are represented the management. They are introduced. That is what I am telling. Our management, in such a management, they will understand the ground level issues and real issues. They will work out, they will collect the feedback and they will implement it. So again, conversion of AUs, conversion of marketing officers, some issues related cohort-based ranking system, upper system. When we had a discussion with our GM, HR sir, you don't believe, comrades, he immediately called that respective section and we had a 1 hour discussion with the HR innovative system. Management have given an opportunity to myself, Comrade Sivakumar was there. So we are told one by one what is the issues. So what I want to mean, sir, if somebody will ask you what is the relevance of CBOF, you tell CBOF is here for consistently taking up the issues of each and every issues of our officers. And sometimes many people will tell, many members will convey to me that credit is not getting CBOF. We are not working for credit. First of all, let me clarify. And many times whenever we are taking up the issue, other associations also taking up. Because it is a collective work, they will also take up. But our intention to get the benefit to the entire officers fraternity. It is not like that one association is taking up, other association is taking. It is not like that. We have such a relationship with the world. So whenever, but many times we are proactive, we are taking up the issues and they are following it. So one day when I was in our Mumbai conference, in the interactive section, one of our Madam Comrade told, Madam Sir, I have recently joined Canara Bank Officers Federation. I said, okay, Madam. See, I was working in the branch, I got an explanation letter. So I was not knowing much how to reply, what reply. And also I am not much into the trade union. I don't know whom to approach. So one officer in the branch, I don't want to mention the name and all because it should not be a personal. So approached me, what happened, madam? So this reply out to me, okay, I will help you. He had drafted the reply. And he communicated that he sent to me, this is happened, please GS, please see. So she came to know, they are consulted with the General Secretary also. Then reply has given, it is vetted by our expert team had given. Then okay, then what happened? Sir, one thing I felt, nobody asked me to join federation. That is the reason I joined the federation. The madam has told the officers federation representatives have helped in such an extent, including the regional secretary, circle secretary, up to the general secretary. Nobody demanded her to join federation. In our mobile app, many DA requests are coming. We made a wonderful mobile app. The only intention is to provide help to the entire officers in the bank without seeing any trade union. They can upload the issues. We will be allotting within 24 hours, we are allotting to the respective persons. Within 7 days, reply is ready. We never ask anybody to join the federation because ultimately the duty of trade union is different. It should be the welfare of all pieces, irrespective of whatever it is. So, comrades, that is what I want to tell you. Predicting take is different. For that, we cannot run trade union. If trade union to take up issues and help our comrade. Maybe in Canara Bank, the only officers trade union may be using comrade. You can see that because whatever our affiliation changed, whatever thing, but I feel we will continue the term comrades. That have lot of meaning. If comrade have one problem, other comrade will help what any extent. Whatever thing is there. If some comrades will take to arrange whatever blood or something in different sector. If somebody hospitalized, we always tell CBOF is working like a family and we are strengthening our federation with the true spirit of trade unionism. Comrades, regarding our affiliation, I told initially when 2022 we were facing so many issues, as I said, false propaganda, allegations. Subsequently, we were faced a crisis. I don't want to mention it's a crisis. It was an opportunity for Canara Bank Officers Federation to get affiliation with INBOC. We were de-affiliated from IBOC. Maybe many reasons is that. We were one of the founding member of IBOC and we are one of the most aggressive part of federation. When they come to when the number of members are more the ideology, we are de-affiliated. But comrade, the executive committee of Canara Bank Officers Federation decided to take affiliation from INBOC. Within 24 hours, we got affiliation to INBOC. That is the recognition of Canara Bank Officers Federation in the banking industry. Now we are affiliated, one of the major affiliates of UFB, INBOC, and one of the largest trade union in India, INDUC. Adhukumala comrade, we are affiliated to Unit Global, which is having more than 20 million and having membership in 150 countries. We may de-affiliated with one confederation, but now we are the part of largest global trade union movements. Comrades, another development, major development is happening. 27th, UFB called for a strike. It is for 5-day strike. This time, I think first time. Our only one agenda of the strike is 5-day banking. 5-day banking is not a demand, it is a right. It is a right for banking fraternity. We heard this demand is having more than decade history. So many reconciliation meetings, so many strike calls, so many agitation, so many discussions in the triennial conference, so many things have happened. But it is not implemented. Comrade, today we have to decide one thing. This time we will not go back from our demand. This one-day strike is only indication to the authorities. If it is not implemented, this country will witness aggressive agitation from the more than 8 lakh bank employees. And the bank employees will come out the every street of the country and will fight for 5-day banking. It is not a demand, it is the right of banking fraternity.
We demand 5-day banking. We demand 5-day banking.
Work-life balance is another thing. regulated working hours. So, comrades, I request all of you, coming days, we have to come out from our comfort zone. Please come in street, shout the slogans, gathered in large number, fight for our demand. So, comrade, I am not extending. I just want to share one thing before my conclusion. Before I coming to this conference, I got a screenshot from one of our members. It is one of the AI platform generated screenshot. He has asked one of the AI platform, which is the most prominent offices trade union in Canara Bank. The AI's reply was Canara Bank Officers Federation. So, all of you are aware that how the AI will work, how the data they will gather. It is nothing but, comrade, the activities, the consistent effort of Canara Bank Federation members and officers. So that is the evidence that, so comrades, I can proudly say that we are the most impactful trade union in Canara Bank and also in the industrial. There is no doubt.
CBOF Zindabad!
This,
Comrade Bennett Zindabad!
so comrades, we have after this inaugural section, we have a delegate section. I am sure that we will be discussing various issues. And I request all of you to actively participation with a great discipline. And also, whenever you are going back to your respective place, please tell about Canara Bank Officers Federation, the true trade union which uploading the true trade union, and also again together we will strengthen our federation. Our next triennial conference, now this is 200 delegates and observers. I am very much sure that there will be thousands of delegates and observers. So again, I am concluding. Thanks to all the dignitaries and thanks to all of you. Comrades, federation is not merely a trade union for us. It is the feeling we always close to keep in our heart. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
CBOF only choice!
CBOF is our family only. Now, comrades, please let me invite with utmost respect and gratitude our leader, the leader of Canara Bank, Sri M. Lawrence sir, DGM, HRM HO, Canara Bank, Bengaluru. Sir, please.
Respected dignitaries in the dais, so in absentia, Honorable Member of Parliament, so Canara Bank Office of Federation, General Secretary Shri Bennett Sebastian, Shri Prem Kumar Makkar, General Secretary in BOC, Shri Chatterjee, President in BOC, and our ex-GS Sanjay Manjrekar sir and Nirmala Chakrabarti, and all the office bearers and members of Canara Bank Office of Federations. Thank you for inviting us. 2 months back, I met one export customer in Bangalore. Customer, he is a general person. Just in a general event, I met him. He asked me where you are working. I told I am working in Canara Bank. Immediately he told, is there any change in Canara Bank? These years I am seeing more of Canara Bank in the market. He told. I asked why he said, no, last 3-4 years I am seeing more Canara Bank, more visibility, more prominence, more names I am hearing, he told. So I just, during one of the discussions with our MD, I shared this incident with our ex-MD, Sir Raju Sir. Immediately he told, the credit goes to all of you. So our MD Sir recognized when the market sees Canara Bank, it sees us, every one of us. So it is the contribution by every one of us, every one of the officers, starting from the sub-staff to general manager, every one of us contributing to the growth of Canara Bank. So during though December quarter result has not yet come, so just briefly I share about the Q2 results. So you all know, Canara Bank, among the top 3rd or 4th, top 3 banks it is there, Canara Bank. It all because of the contribution from every one of us. Because I know, because I also came from the field. Before coming to the HO, I was there in the RO. Before that, I was there in the branch. I know how tough it is in the market, how it is competitiveness it is in the market. But still, in spite of these competitions and toughness in the market, challenges in the market, we are all contributing to the growth of Canara Bank. Today, Canara Bank is what we are because of every one of our contributions. So I congratulate every one of you for having contributed to this tremendous growth. Because in Q2, our bank reached to 26.7 lakh crores. It is not a small amount. It doesn't come just like that. Because of the tremendous hard work, commitment and collective effort from every one of us brought Canara Bank to this level. So management also recognized the efforts of every one of us. See, not in last Q2 results may, if you see normally earlier terms may, quarter end may there will be huge results. After that the balance sheet size will come down. But it is not now, it is a stable growth in the bank. Even if you see that Q2 may, year-on-year growth in the credit is 13.74%. And deposit also same 13.4%. It means a balanced growth in the bank. It is not the one way or one particular concentration in any one particular parameter. It's a that is the strong criteria. It is the strength or the fundamental became very strong for our bank. So we all should proud for that moment. And all of you might have seen in your branches or regional offices or circle offices wherever you are working. So whenever any support or requires from the management, these days, because as our General Secretary was also sharing some amounts, so much of, because as our ex-MD sir, he has released so much of schemes for staff helpers. So he was sharing conveyance. So first time we have automatized. So the moment we are entering, it automatically it is getting credited to the account. You need not ask anybody. And one more thing, this furniture scheme. It was from 10 years, it was brought down to 5 years. And one more thing also, HR automation. So many, almost 90% of our HR activities getting all automatized. Only few, that is also in the process. Because all this automation means, GS was also sharing, so you need not wait. So seniority you was sharing, the transparency. So, MD sir that was everything. He was even last month also, during the meeting he was telling, I want everything to be transparent. Your transfer should be transparent, your promotion should be transparent. That is why the seniority list, even promotion also, everything, bulletin, everything, even marks also now they released it. Everything is transparent now. Now nobody can claim that, no, it is not correct. Because some 20 years back, when I was working in another organization, when that ED, Executive Director, used to tell, any organization is represented by every individual in that organization. So Canara Bank means, Canara Bank, it's not, though the name as an organization, it is represented by every one of us. Every one of, even from sub-staff to office clerk, officer, general manager, ED or MD, whatever may be. So every one of us represent the organizations. Let it be plus or let it be minus. So that my one request is, in the social platform, when we are sharing our views, I request you to educate your friends and colleagues to be cautious. Because when the news goes to the public, they will not see it as our personal view. X or Y has shared. No, they will take it as a Canara Bank. So any sensitive informations when we are sharing in the public domain, I request you to be cautious so that the name of the bank should not be affected, because market is closely watching the bank. So every news reacts in the market. So many benefits are being, so for example, few benefits I just want to share. Even birthday gifts, marriage gifts were announced by bank, annual health checkup, spouse medical checkup. Even recently, last, I think in November, fitness allowance also was announced by the bank. So MD, any requirement comes from any union or trade union or federation or organization, he immediately he will not say no to any demand. First he will say yes, then he will ask the wings, respective verticals, to study, work out the economics, to work out the feasibility. If it is feasible, definitely he will ask to go ahead. He will not, because any benefits he never stopped to for the officers or the employees. Even recently we have also seen milestone awards also announced for 40 years service also. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years and 40 years also milestone awards is announced. And the new holiday homes is started in Pondicherry, Tirupati and Munnar. Even new Canara care home is also started in Delhi. So many facilities. Whenever there is a demand, whenever there is a provision, bank is not reluctant to extend any benefits. Even you all know, last year when there is a perquisite tax, that also bank has absorbed. Because of that, 67,000 employees have benefited. So that is one of the tremendous milestone by our bank. So once again, I congratulate all of you for having contributed to the growth of the bank and stability of the bank. I wish our bank still grow bigger, because now itself we are in the prominent, because even during the MD's retirement function, DFS Finance Secretary himself has come to wish our MD sir during his retirement function. So that shows the strength of our bank in the minds of the market, in the minds of the DFS also. Even when training also, a lot of, even I know how many of you know that even WhatsApp, some we are training at WhatsApp also, some queries they are replying for training earlier. So during last week, DFS they have come for a review. So when we shared this initiative, they told this is the first time we are hearing no other bank has done like that. So DFS also recognized the efforts of our bank. So I wish you all the best for your contribution to the bank. I wish our office bearers also for having this 11th triennial conference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lawrence sir, for the highly informative words. Now it's the time to invite our great leader, Sri Prem Kumar Makkar sir. Mr. Prem Kumar Makkarji is a highly respected and influential leader in the Indian and global banking trade union movement. He currently serves as the General Secretary of INBOC, the apex body of bank officers organizations in the Indian banking industry. In his role, he has been a signatory to multiple industry-level wage revision settlements and agreements on wages and service conditions with the IBA as a major constituent of UFBU, thus playing a vital role in shaping the professional and service framework of bank officers nationwide. Mr. Makkarji is also the General Secretary of All India Bank of Baroda Officers Association, the majority association of officers in Bank of Baroda, where he has been a strong voice for officers' rights and professional interest. His leadership and credentials are further strengthened by his tenure as a former director on the board of Bank of Baroda. At the international level, Mr. Makkar holds the position of Vice President of UNA Global Union and also a World Committee member, which is the policy-making body of UNA Global Union. He is a member of Working Committee of International Trade Union Congress, the largest trade union federation of workers in the world, with a membership of 3.30 crores. His deep insight to banking, industry relations, and global labor perspectives makes him a distinguished speaker and an inspiring leader. We welcome you, sir.
Inbox Zindabad. Inbox Zindabad. Inbox Zindabad. Prem Kumar Makkar Zindabad.
Thank you. My senior colleague, Mr. R.K. Chatterjee, President of INBOC and former Director Bank of Baroda, Mr. Sanjay Manjrekar, former General Secretary of Canara Bank Officers Federation and before that Syndicate Bank Officers Association, former Director of Syndicate Bank, Mr. Lawrence, Deputy General Manager, HR from Corporate Office, my good friend Mr. Bennett, General Secretary, Mr. Dinesh Punia, President, Mr. Nirmal Chakravarti, Mr. Prabhu Inbok, President Kerala, General Secretary Mr. Sali, other office bearers and delegates from across the country. My greetings to you all. When Mr. Bennett called me, I just asked him whether I am required in this conference. He said, yes, your coming will be inspiring our people. But let me honestly say, Mr. Bennett, I am myself going more inspired with the kind of I saw your rally, a force of 200 people, then roaring speech of the General Secretary. And who would not get really inspired? Proud of you, really. As you said, you are one of the most important and vibrant unit of INBOC. Yes, I must tell you, you are most important unit in industry also, because we have seen it all across the country. Even in Bank of Baroda, where I am the General Secretary and Mr. R.K. Chatterjee, that kind of militancy we are always missing. So really, feeling that pride, it is really mind-boggling to be very honest. Friends, Canara Bank Officers Federation, under the leadership of Mr. Bennett, very vibrant and proactive organization. They are always vigilant and taking up all the issues with the corporate office. He has been in touch with me. And then leveraging technology, where is Mr. Pandey? He has been in touch with me. Leveraging technology, social media, and all the things are required. Now more than technology, AI rather. So they are really doing great. Your team is really doing great, and INBOC is really very proud to have such an affiliate. Now, for that, I'll compliment Mr. Manjrekar also having decided on the great leadership, having developed them. Mr. Manjrekar, when we met today morning, we were remembering we were together in one of the directors training with RBI had conducted one training. They have a body, say for all. We had gone together for a training when we were both on the boards of the bank. Friends, now I told you I'm really inspired because I'm feeling that for fighting people, right people. Today I'm feeling as if I have added 200 more hands to fight for the officers' cause at the industry. And as Mr. Bennett has mentioned, your organization has also taken affiliation from INTUC. This is the largest trade union federation of the whole world with 33 million members. And also globally, UniGlobal, if you read about UniGlobal, they are an organization who are doing agreements not with the corporate, they are doing agreements with the country's governments. And if you read about that, with the 20 million membership. INBOC is also affiliated, Canara Bank Officers Federation has also taken. I'll request Mr. Bennett to himself come over to the next meeting because I am the Vice President for Asia Pacific, looking after the affairs of our professional and manager group. They have different sections. This particular sector, P&M, I am the Vice President here. Looking after this particular, in what next meeting we will be inviting you, and I will request you to please make it a point. Friends, at the industry, we are talking about one issue at this time, although we have many issues. There are issues regarding merger, there are talks about privatization banks, there are talks about labor codes have been changed, then they are talking about corporate governance, all the things, few things will be coming in the budget. Few more important things which we have been struggling has been one most important issue which I give more weightage than even 5 days about recruitment. Because not recruiting people, if you see the per capita business of each of the bank, it has been rising throughout. The kind of pressure people are facing, you all know it because you are also facing all that pressure. Because of that late sitting, leave is always a crime, people are caught on holidays. There is so much pressure that many of the officers, they really could not manage and they committed suicide in various banks of the industry. Very unfortunate kind of situation. So we worked on that, and ever since we started talking to the government through our strike call, we gave many issues. One of the issues was this recruitment. The Chief Labour Commissioner in the last 5-6 meetings, even yesterday's also, last 6 meetings, they invited all the general managers HR from all the banks. In all the meetings they have been calling, they took the recruitment plan from them. Different banks have given different plans. But there is a kind of pressure on the government. Government has also given a go-ahead to the banks. Now all banks boards are taking decision about recruiting good number of people so that pressure on the people eases. Another important point which we have been debating about is about PLI. PLI is one issue. It has been going on that we were getting 15 days PLI. 15 days was the maximum though. 15 days PLI with the DA to all the employees of particular bank. Then government came up with a scheme that they introduced another scheme, superseding that scheme for scale 4 and above. While that scheme is a bit better, it provides more incentive, but a section was left. Yes, these many people will not be given PLI. We thought that industry, once we have settled that PLI will be given to everybody up to the level of CGM, why you can deprive a section which is already a settled thing? Government agreed, okay, we will give to everybody. But we are not satisfied because performance is coming from the branches ultimately. Branches who is working, all of us are working. Scale 3 and below officers, they are also working at the branches. We stuck to it. No, improved PLI must apply to them also. So that discussion is going on. We have given from UFU, we have given some proposal to IBA. IBA has forwarded to government. And government is yet to decide on that. So in 2 days, yesterday and day before, we were having this particular strike call we have given for 5 days. So government said we are open to PLI tomorrow. If you agree to defer this strike, we may be considering PLI in a few days' time. We'll be giving better PLI to all the people. We said no. This particular strike is only on 5 days. If you have a concrete proposal that yes, we are agreeable, we will implement it in 1 month's time, 2 months' time, then only we are going to withdraw the strike. They use Earlier, in all the meeting, under-secretaries were coming. This particular meeting, day before yesterday, Chief Labour Commissioner suggested and they invited the Joint Secretary from Ministry. She came down, met 9 General Secretaries. We all 9 went to another room. She said, all right, if you take a hard line, government also may take a hard line. We might not. This is not the only thing you are requiring. You may be requiring more things in future also, earlier, otherwise also the many issues are under discussion. It was a kind of veiled threat to UFBU, but we did not relent. We very categorically told them, yes, whatever you are saying, whatever requests you are making, we have talked among ourselves. We are not convinced. We are not able to convince ourselves. How can we convince our constituency that 5 days it is unduly delayed now, this is now the time, enough is really enough. We made it very clear. Day before yesterday, then when we were signing the minutes, another call came from the ministry. Please call them again. Maybe they wanted to have a discussion with FM again. We were told that FM is seized of the matter. Message has gone to the right authority. Well, they cannot say Prime Minister, but the fact of the matter is, at this point of time, no decision can be taken other than Mr. Modi. This is unfortunate that power is so much central, but this is how that particular government is going. We have serious issues. But anyways, whether it is Prime Minister or FM, they have to take a call on this. And with the kind of participation I was seeing in the morning, if the same spirit is shown across the country, the day is not far that they will be announcing 5 days. Another issue which is bothering all of us is about disrupted work-life balance. There are pressure. It's a kind of culture now developing in different banks, putting undue pressure, giving unrealistic target. That is a kind of mad race amongst banks. Public sector, they are comparing us with private sector banks, HDFC and all those banks. They won't see that HDFC might be having the similar kind of business. They must be having 5 times the manpower they have. There can be different reasons. They can employ a person with 25,000 salaries. We cannot do it. But at the same time, government has to take a call how they want to function. If they put us for a banking, promoting all the government schemes, if they want to do mass banking, they have to take a call on that. But we cannot be made to suffer. That work-life balance is creating a situation, everybody is stressed, people are having mental diseases, people are committing suicide. That is the kind of situation UFBU is now working on. Yes, this must end. So that is a very big challenge on which we are all working. Now, as far as Canara Bank is concerned, your bank is really doing great. As Mr. Lawrence was saying, and we also know that in the industry it is one of the force to be reckoned with. We are seeing all kind of messages. Whatever we read economic time, Canara Bank is figuring everywhere. So you must really feel proud that you are all working in Canara Bank. And at the same time, you have good policies in place with the hard work being done by Mr. Bennett about all the policies, HR policies, and also about your perquisites, whether it is financial, non-financial issues, all the things he has been taking up. He has been sending me communication how he has been handling. One more area which I am going to assign to him is now this is time, because most of the public sector bank, we have failure of technology. It's kind of hindering blocks are there. We are not able to work. Our technology really needs a revamp in different public sector banks. So on that area, what are the areas which are preventing our people, whether it is technology, whether it is digital, whether operational issues, those issues also I think as an organization this is an issue, because although banks, boards, the issue doesn't reach out. In my bank where I am the General Secretary as Bank of Baroda also, there also we have started working on such issues. We are having meeting with the different verticals, not only HR on HR issues. We are having meeting with vertical head of operations, vertical head of IT, vertical heads of digital, all those CJ we are having meetings. Similar kind of thing I think I suggest that he will also start. So friends, All is good in Canara Bank as far as I take from Mr. Bennett. Few things on business, definitely whenever we reach out to any of the client. And your DGM is also here, Bennett also spoke, that our banks must grow. Public sector banks share must not shrink further. We have to work hard on that. So on that, we must work for the growth of our organizations. Our Canara Bank, we must each and everybody must work. For you, Mr. Bennett is there to take care of. That you don't bother. You must focus on the working of the bank. Few of the issues I would always, wherever I go to a public forum, I always caution our people, our banking fraternity. One is about our behavior on social media. Forget about policies, social media policies are different banks. They cannot harm you, all right. But still, anything which is really impacting the reputation of our individual bank or banking as such, we must not forward such messages. We must all be very, very careful. We have forums, we have associations where we can reach out. So we must not spread such things in social media. Anything which is creating any irritation, negativity in your mind, you must not forward that. That is one important thing. Another important thing is there are serious unethical practices across the banking industry as such. Unethical practices are taking place. So just be more vigilant on your left, right. You get some wrong instructions from higher ups. Anybody doing wrong thing, what you should do? Every bank has a a whistleblower policy. Just blow the whistle at the appropriate time, rather than bank being damaged. This is another responsibility we all have. Another area which especially youngsters I see is about skilling yourself, reskilling yourself. This is important because these days there is a compliance culture. In compliance culture, one can only comply if one knows the job well. There are promotions are in every bank, good number of promotions are coming. But at the same time, when we take up a responsibility, we must equip ourselves well with the right kind of knowledge. So that also I wish to draw your attention. And last but not the least, which I consider the most important, is about your health. Physical health, about youngsters, it is still less impacting people. Mental health is a really big challenge. You have to find a ways and means, whether some kind of 5-10 minutes of meditation, some deep breathing, something you must do to take care of your good health. So once again, my solidarity greetings from Inbox, and I wish you all the best for your business session, which is in the afternoon, and maybe tomorrow also you have some sessions. Do well, Mr. Bennett, you are really doing great. It is one of the best unit we have, and the kind of enthusiasm our people have. Thank you so much, all the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for the delightful words. Comrades, now it's the time to invite our great leader, Sri R.K. Chatterjee, sir. Please welcome Mr. R.K. Chatterjee, sir, President of the International Bank Officers Congress, President of All India Bank of Baroda Officers Association, and Vice President of International Trade Union Congress. A distinguished banking professional and trade union leader, Mr. Chatterjee has served as a director on the board of Bank of Baroda, where he contributed significantly to both institutional governance and officers' welfare initiatives. Though his progressive leadership roles in the All India Bank of Baroda Officers Association culminating in his current presidency, he has championed officers' interests while fostering organizational growth. An expert trainer on defense matters, compliance-driven business practices, work-life balance and ethics in banking, Mr. Chatterjee uniquely bridges boardroom strategy with grassroots advocacy, making him a respected voice in banking sector development and professional empowerment. We welcome you, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Most respected General Secretary, Mr. Prem Mukherjee, Sri संजय मांजरेकर जी, respected DGM, Sri Lawrence, President Sri Dinesh Punia ji, my beloved General Secretary Bennett, and the Chairman Nirmalya Chakravarti, Mr. Sal, Mr. Amar, and all the comrades. वो ध्यान से सुन रहा था अभी तक. हिंदी भी बोलेंगे, हम बिहार से, और हिंदी ऐसा बोलेंगे कि आपको समझ में आएगा. देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम. आई कैन फ्लुएंटली स्पीक इंग्लिश टू, दैट्स नॉट एन इशू. जहां हिंदी बोलना है बोलेंगे. तो जब सुन रहे थे पुनिया जी को सुने, फिर हमारे बेनेट साहब को सुने. सबसे पहला जो आपका चेयरमैन है निर्मल्य चक्रवर्ती, तो हमको जो देख के लगा था कि बड़ा सीनियर होगा चक्रवर्ती, ये इतना कम होंगे चेयरमैन. सो कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स टू यू, द वे यू आर रेजिंग स्लोगन. और पुनिया जी ने कहा कि सरकार ट्रेड यूनियन को दबा देगी, सरकार ट्रेड यूनियन खत्म कर देगी. किसी भी सरकार की औकात नहीं है कि ट्रेड यूनियन खत्म करे. Always have the faith that we are a democratic country and we decide the government. Government will be according to our choice. We are the elected, the most powerful in democracy. In what way you are participating is a different story. But always have hope that this democracy is run by us, the people of India. कोई इसमें दो मत नहीं है. हमारे बैनट साहब ने भी एक सवाल किया कि पीपल आर क्वेश्चनिंग द सर्वाइवल. आई डोंट नो हु इज दैट पुलिस हु इज क्वेश्चनिंग द सर्वाइवल. तो हमको तो कुछ ऐसा नहीं लगता कि कहीं सर्वाइवल का कोई प्रश्न है. माइनॉरिटी, आपने उल्लेख किया था माइनॉरिटी एसोसिएशन, तो चूंकि हम लोग भी हैंडल करते हैं इश्यूज ऑफ माइनॉरिटी, इश्यूज ऑफ मेजॉरिटी. टफ होता है माइनॉरिटी एसोसिएशन चलाना, नो डिनाइंग द फैक्ट. लेकिन जो आपका कमिटमेंट है ना, जो स्पिरिट हम सवेरे से देख रहे हैं, द एंथुसियाज्म आई हैव नोटिस्ड, नोबडी कैन स्टॉप यू, नो वन कैन स्टॉप यू. एक चीज बड़ा मेटिकुलसली आई वाज नोटिसिंग बोथ फ्रॉम द एसोसिएशन माउथ एज वेल एज मैनेजमेंट माउथ. बड़ा अच्छा लगा, क्योंकि हम भी माइनॉरिटी को भी हैंडल करते हैं. अच्छा क्या लगा कि आपके स्लोगन में आवर बैंक कैनरा बैंक, आवर बैंक कैनरा बैंक. यू सी दिस इज द रियल स्लोगन ऑफ ए माइनॉरिटी एसोसिएशन. आप बैंक को कभी डिजोन मत करो. बैंक आपका है, मैनेजमेंट आएंगे जाएंगे, बैंक आपका. और यस, अभी कल ही प्रधानमंत्री यहाँ आए थे, कल आए थे. आवर ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर वाज हियर यस्टरडे. रेस्पेक्टेड नरेंद्र मोदी जी, ही वाज हियर. कल थे ना यहाँ त्रिवेंद्रम में, का यहाँ एर्नाकुलम में थे कल, त्रिवेंद्रम. एनीवे वेरेवर ही इज, जो माइनॉरिटी वाले के लिए बहुत बड़ा लेसन है, बहुत बड़ा लेसन है. रूलिंग गवर्नमेंट, पावरफुल गवर्नमेंट है, मेकिंग ए ट्राई इन सच एरियाज ऑल्सो. एंड दैट्स ए मैसेज फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू इन द माइनॉरिटी एसोसिएशन, वेयर यू लेबर हार्ड, यू कैन मेक रोड्स. इट्स अ मैसेज टू ऑल. The sincerity, the commitment, that matters most. हम सिर्फ नंबर बताते जाएं, we are 3.5 lakhs, we are this, that. Go and ask a primary member, अरे आपका एसोसिएशन आपके लिए पूरा काम करता है क्या? Whether your association is performing as per choice, you ask any member, irrespective of the union affiliation, you will come to know what is the health of that association. That is the indicator. Not what I am making tall claims, I am big. You may be any big, if you are not coming to the use of the primary members, you are of no use at all. No use at all. तो ऐसा कभी दिमाग में मत रखिए कि माइनॉरिटी नहीं चला सकता है. Same thing, I must appreciate the Canara Bank management, the way respected Lawrence was speaking on behalf of the bank and the way they are carrying, they are taking. And our friend Bennett was also telling whenever he was going with certain suggestions, feedback, management system, and they are receiving it properly. That's nice. That's fine. आपके एसोसिएशन का सबसे बड़ा क्या स्ट्रेंथ है? यंगस्टर. द बिगेस्ट स्ट्रेंथ आपका है ये जो यंग लोग हैं आपके साथ. मेनी आर बिलो 30 years I have seen. ये आपका रियल स्ट्रेंथ है. अगर if somebody asks me today what is the biggest challenge before the bank officers movement, if somebody asks me, biggest challenge is to connect with this youth. That is going to be the biggest challenge. आसान मत समझो इसको. Their thinking is different, their aspiration level is different. You can manage management, but managing your own members is not easy task. You have to be very much connected with them, only then you can do. तो challenge है यंगस्टर्स को जोड़ना अपने साथ. आप जिस बैंक से हैं, यू आर फ्रॉम कैनरा बैंक. कैनरा बैंक वन ऑफ द बेस्ट पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक, जिसका पर एम्प्लॉय बिजनेस पिछले साल मार्च में था 29.3 crores. It is your figure. I am not quoting my figure. Yes, as a big brother, Bank of Baroda is the highest with 32.5 crores of business, but next was Canara Bank only. So Canara Bank is doing very well with the support of all of you. वो कोई इशू नहीं है. Public sector bank में whatever the government says, this government has double face. Government जब उसको अपना बात करने का है, then जनधन योजना become the largest. जब उसको अपना बात करने का है, जब हम लोगों की बात करने का है, तो अभी आपको जनरल सेक्रेटरी was telling you in what way they are negotiating in the 5 days back. I'll also give my comments on it. I reserve it right now. तो ये जो public sector bank है, the way it is functioning, all of you deserve lot of compliments. If I share with you the 5 years figure, March 21, March 25, what wonders public sector bank employees have done for the government must realize it. We have got every moral right to speak that. है हमको ये moral right करने का. मार्च 21 और मार्च 25 का फिगर, बिजनेस फिगर, it was 155 lakh crores, which became March 25 251 lakh crores. You see the difference. It's almost 100 crores in 5 years. 100 lakh crores. The profit was hovering around 31,817 crores. March 25, the profit became 1.78 lakh crores. How many times? You just count. The dividend we had paid in March 21, 20,964 crores. This year, the public sector banks have paid dividend of 34,990 crores. This much of dividend we have paid. The NPA, which used to be at that time 9.11%, was in March 25, it became 2.58%. Now further it has come down very recently. You have seen the government telling that it has become 2.4%. One area is the major concern area, but they are telling it is their progress because they have been able to manage. At that time we are 7,90,000 employees. In March 21, this has been reduced to 7,53,000. This is the achievement of the government. This is the achievement of the government and bank management too. I have no hesitation to say that you have increased the business to this extent by reducing your employees. So if we are crying on recruitment, what's wrong? What's wrong? We need people to work. Help us. You want everything for us that you should do this. We are prepared to do. We have been doing. But for just one demand, you are so much sticky and you are Bell threat is being given. 5 days week. वो बेनेट साहब ने बोला था, लड़ेंगे हम, जीतेंगे हम. हमारा स्लोगन होगा, हम ही को लड़ना है, हम ही को जीतना है. हम ही को लड़ना है, हम ही को जीतना है, कोई दूसरा नहीं आ रहा आपके लिए लड़ने के लिए. Nobody else is coming to fight for you. You have to fight. आपको लड़ना है और उसके लिए मेंटली तैयार रहिए, क्योंकि ये जो सरकार का the very mindset of the government is totally different, you see. So they will talk that this country is ever Vishwaguru and all that, India. Or there are so many countries where 5 days week, even 4 days week is there in many countries. What is wrong with this government? What is wrong? Why? Everywhere it can be. Central government can be there, RBI can be there, LIC can be there, GIC can be there, money market can be there. Or for public sector bank, why you are so much sticky? Why you are so much adamant that नहीं देना है? इस तरह का attitude is that नहीं देना है. क्यों नहीं दीजिएगा? Justify तो कीजिए, क्यों नहीं दीजिएगा? Justify तो करना पड़ेगा. और सिर्फ अगर किसी एस्ट्रोलॉजर ने सरकार को बोल दिया या बिजनेसमैन को बोल दिया कि जिस शनिवार को on the Saturdays public sector banks will remain open, if you go to that branch, if you talk to the employees, if you do business on Saturdays, your business will flourish. या किसी ने उनको एस्ट्रोलॉजर ने बोला कि अगर शनिवार के दिन जाओगे बैंक में तो बैंक का आपका बिजनेस बहुत फले फूलेगा. कर्मचारियों की क्या स्थिति है, व्हाट इज द मेंटल स्टेट, फिजिकल स्टेट एंड स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ द एम्प्लॉइज, इसको देखने का किसी का जरूरत नहीं है. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ प्रेशर वी हैव टुडे. सिर्फ ओनली हैव टू सी वन इज प्रोडक्टिविटी मैट्रिक्स, अदर इज प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी मैट्रिक्स. भाई दोनों का देना एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ माई हेल्थ. So we should continue to be exploited by you and we should remain mum. नहीं होने वाला. We'll raise voice, we'll make noise. आवाज तो देंगे. बिना आवाज दिए कुछ नहीं होता है. प्रजातंत्र में बिना आवाज दिए कुछ नहीं होता है. आवाज तो देना पड़ेगा. आवाज के लिए तैयार रहिए. बैंक में जो काम करने की पद्धति है, the way we are working, management should not feel it bad because this is the culture today. I jokingly say that one officer is there in a branch. Now he has to don so many hats. 2 घंटे में the role will change of the officer concerned. First 2 hours he has to become a sales executive. Second 2 hours he has to become a IT expert. And thereafter second 2 hours he has to become financial advisor. The same officer. One officer has to perform all this role. That too without any training and without any financial compensation. That is the tragedy you can say, or you can say the mockery on the banking system. We will go on strike on 27th January. So only banking system mein there is one principle that no work, no pay. Everywhere in strike, in state government, central government, after the strike is over, the first negotiation is that you have to pay back me the salary. That is the first negotiation. Agenda, if you see their agenda, when go to the government after the strike is over, they go, say, first you release the salary. Our banking system is very different. No work, no pay. All right. Why there is no more work, more pay? What is the more? You are earning profit out of us. You are increasing your business out of us. What prevents you not to pay? If you are enforcing no work, no pay, please also consider more work, more pay. Then we will say that you are a very good government. You are a rational government. वो नहीं करेंगे, उसमें दिक्कत आएगा. समस्याएं तो बहुत हैं पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक में, और आई मस्ट अप्रिशिएट कैनरा बैंक ऑफिसर्स फेडरेशन कि आपके एक्टिविटीज को थ्रू इनबॉक्स प्लेटफॉर्म देखने का मौका मिलता है, और द वे यू आर स्प्रेडिंग इट थ्रू, यू हैव गॉट ए मीडिया सेल. All of you friends are very active. I must acknowledge it and appreciate it from the core of my heart. So you have developed a very good system of working, and you are always available with the members. You are always visible, because I give 2-3 things very much important looking to my experience. If an organization has to be there, it has to be visible first. It has to be visible. It has to be accessible. It has to be accessible to the primary members that if he calls to any committee member, including General Secretary, they should respond it. There lies the strength of a trade union. And third is the communication. संवाद, संबंध और संपर्क, इसको हिंदी में बोला जाता है. अगर संवाद नहीं है मीन्स कम्युनिकेशन नहीं है, क्या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है? अगर संबंध नहीं है मेंबर से तो क्या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है? और अगर संपर्क नहीं करते हैं तो क्या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है? अभी सब कोई हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, वी आर गिविंग टू मच टॉक ऑन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, एज इफ एवरी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्यूशन इज नाउ आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. दिस हैज कम. ट्रेड यूनियन चलाते हैं या मैनेजमेंट चलाना है, दोनों के लिए इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, मोर देन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. For us, we have to know the pulse of our people. The pulse of our people. As a branch manager, if you do not know the pulse of your customer, you cannot be a good branch manager at any point of time. You must perceive that what kind of necessity your customer has, with what expectations he or she has come to you. That's emotional intelligence only. That will work. Otherwise, it will not work. Some in lighter vein, something that looking to my fairly senior, so many are general manager and all that, those who have grown with me over a period of time, I asked one of the general managers, so, when your boss fires you, how you feel? Sir, Dada, ये क्या क्वेश्चन है? Definitely I'll feel bad. ये उस समय नहीं याद रहता है जो हमारे लोगों को तुम डांटते हो. When you fire my people, वो याद रखो उसको, उसको कैसा लगता होगा, उसको भी तो फील होता है ना. एक लेट ट्रेंड है बैठने का, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिस से बहुत लोग होंगे, तो लेट ट्रेंड है बैठने का, एज इफ की बॉस के सामने बिठाने का स्कोर चलता है कि कौन कितने घंटे बैठा, बैंक के लिए कितना काम किया ये नहीं है, या डिस्ट्रिक्ट कितना बॉस प्लीज होगा ये देखने का है. तो हमने अपने मैनेजमेंट से बोला एक बार, सर उसको चेंज कीजिए ना, वाई यू आर ऑलवेज क्राइंग ऑफिस टाइम, टेल इट बॉस टाइम. जब बॉस बैठेगा हमको बैठना होगा, व्हाट इज माई चॉइस? हमको चॉइस तो है नहीं, क्योंकि बॉस उसी को खोजता है जो चले जाएगा, उसी को खोजता है. वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस ये तो एक लूज वर्ड हो गया. वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस हर सेमिनार में ये लीप वर्ड हो गया, हर प्रोग्राम में वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस. और जितना बोला गया पिछले 5 साल में वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस, इट हैज गॉन टू डॉग्स कंप्लीटली. Believe in work-life balance, and for everyone, whether somebody is management or somebody on the other side, believe in work. Believe कीजिए उस पर. क्या है? We have been crying कि बिजनेस कितना बढ़ गया, मल्टीफोल्ड इंक्रीज इन बिजनेस, कितना मल्टीपल में कस्टमर नंबर बढ़ गया. We always say there are more number of monitors sitting at the administrative office at the command of our bosses and less number of performance at the branches. Perform कौन करेगा? ब्रांच. You expect too much. वो बोलता है कि बैंक हैज ग्रोन टू मच, बहुत वॉल्यूमिनस हो गया. वॉल्यूमिनस होने से क्या होगा कि आपका जो बेली है वो बहुत बड़ा हो गया, बिजनेस बहुत बड़ा हो गया ना, और हैंड और लेग कमजोर होता जा रहा है. तो काम कैसे होगा? कि हैंड और लेग को स्ट्रांग कीजिए, जो एम्प्लॉइज है उसको इक्विप कीजिए, उसको स्ट्रांग कीजिए, तब अच्छा से काम होगा. इसे नहीं होने वाला. काम नहीं करो तो रिव्यू मीटिंग करने का है, डिमोरलाइज करने का है, ट्रांसफर का थ्रेट देने का है, आपका रेटिंग बिगाड़ने का है, लीव सैंक्शन नहीं करने का है, करना है तो कंडीशनल सैंक्शन करने का है. और ट्रेड यूनियन वाला बोले तो आपको कष्ट होता है. तो ट्रेड यूनियन का काम क्या है? ट्रेड यूनियन तो बोलेगा, ट्रेड यूनियन का काम है बोलना. जो ट्रेड यूनियन नहीं बोलता है इसका मतलब ट्रेड यूनियन उसको नहीं आता है करना. One must be very forthright in speaking before the management. What are the constraints? What we are facing, we must tell them. बोलना हमारा ड्यूटी बनता है to highlight the things. तभी ये काम चलेगा. इंस्टीट्यूशन ऐसे कोई ठीक नहीं होता है. इंस्टीट्यूशन में जब तक at the right time if you do not point out the weaknesses of a system will never improve. अपने आप से तो improve नहीं होता है. उसके लिए आपको मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. और जब तक हम लोग सब मिल के ये डिटर्मिनेशन नहीं होगा क्योंकि जो इंडस्ट्री में जो चीज देखते हैं आज जिस तरह का परिवर्तन हो रहा है पिछले 4-5 साल में डेमोग्राफी में पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक्स में, इनफैक्ट आज के डेट में ऑफिसर्स का स्ट्रेंथ इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द बैंक्स मोर देन 50% एम्प्लॉय स्ट्रेंथ इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द बैंक्स 50% प्लस, फीमेल ऑफिसर इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द बैंक्स मोर देन 25%। लेकिन जिस दिशा में बैंक ऑफिसर्स मूवमेंट को जाना चाहिए वो नहीं जा रहा है। हम टॉल क्लेम करें हम मेजोरिटी में हैं, अपने मेजोरिटी को व्हाट काइंड ऑफ रिलीफ आई एम प्रोवाइडिंग, देयर लाइज योर मेजोरिटी स्टेटस, नॉट हियर मेरा 3.5 लाख है। ये बोलने से कुछ नहीं होता है। आपके मेंबरशिप को कितना, आपके ऑफिसर्स फ्रेटर्निटी को कितना रिलीफ जाता है ये देखना होगा। ये देखने से आप क्या रिलीफ प्रोवाइड करते हैं ये लगेगा कि हाँ सही में करते हैं। मैं ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लेके, अदर स्पीकर्स आर ऑल्सो देयर, मैं पूनिया जी, श्री बेनेट जी और आप सभी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा। आपके डेलीगेट्स आए हैं, ये मैसेज यहाँ का लेके जाइए। आपका जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, जो प्राइम जॉब रोल है, हर कुछ कर रहा है। अवेकनिंग रोल परफॉर्म कर रहा है, प्रोटेक्टिंग रोल परफॉर्म कर रहा है, एजुकेटिव रोल परफॉर्म कर रहा है, कंसल्टेटिंग रोल परफॉर्म कर रहा है, काउंसलिंग कर रहा है। एवरी वट एवर रोल यू एक्सपेक्ट ये एसोसिएशन कर रही है। और बाकी जो जनरल बॉडी मीटिंग करना, ब्रांच विजिट करना, हम सब चीज में देखते हैं कि आज बेनेट जी का टीम इस रीजनल ऑफिस में गया, ये डायरी दिया, तो दैट्स वेरी फाइन। बी इन टच विद द पीपल। इफ यू वांट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन टू बी वाइब्रेंट मीन्स वी शुड ऑलवेज बी इन द टच ऑफ द पीपल। अगर मेंबर्स हमारे साथ नहीं है तो कुछ नहीं है। मेंबर साथ है तो मैनेजमेंट के पास चॉइस नहीं है, मैनेजमेंट के पास कोई चॉइस नहीं होता। हम लोग तो मेजोरिटी एसोसिएशन चलाते हैं तो जानते हैं, मेंबर इस तरह का रहेगा एसोसिएशन में, मैनेजमेंट को सुनना ही सुनना है। दे हैव नो विकल्प, नो अल्टरनेटिव एट ऑल, दे हैव टू लिसन अस। हमारा काम करना पड़ेगा। तो साथियों, आप सभी को बहुत बहुत हार्दिक बधाई, अभिनंदन और शुभकामनाएं कि आने वाले जो हमारा अभी अप्रैल में सबका बहुत सारे इसमें एस्पिरेंट्स होंगे, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 के सभी का प्रमोशन हो और बैंक बहुत अच्छा से चले। और हमारा जो कैनरा बैंक ऑफिसर्स फेडरेशन बेनेट जी के नेतृत्व में प्रॉस्पर करेगा, ये मेरा गारंटी है। आप लोग सपोर्ट करते रहिए। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Sincere gratitude to you, sir, for inspiring us. Comrades, now it's the time to invite our vibrant chairman, Comrade Ceremonial Chakravarti. Comrade Ceremonial joined our bank in 2008 as probationary officer. Later, he selected as zonal council member in the year 2010 and again selected as regional secretary in 2013 and as selected as EC member in the year 2017 at Bhopal TRIENNIAL conference. Then he co-opted as Deputy General Secretary in the year 2018 and again co-opted as Vice President in the year 2020. And in 2023, Mumbai TRIENNIAL Conference, Comrade Ceremonial Chakravarti has been selected as the Chairman of CBOF. We welcome you, sir.
Very good afternoon, comrades. It is already, I think, 1:20 p.m. Na? 1:20. So all are hungry about lunch? No. You don't need lunch. Huh? We should carry our session till evening without lunch. No. There should be lunch. But before that, we are already running a bit. So I will not take much of your time. But have you taken your breakfast? All? Have you taken sandwich? No, sandwich was not there. Oh, because sandwich is me only. How? Okay, let me tell how I am the sandwich. How sandwich is being prepared? There will be two breads roasted and in between that there should be some mayonnaise and some vegetables in between the breads. So before me there was the doyen of trade union leaders like Sri Makkar sir, Sri R.K. Chatterjee sir, and after that Bennett, our Dinesh, and after me there will be Comrade Manjrekar sir. So in between I have become the sandwich. So please forgive me for giving me, please forgive me and give me 5 minutes of time. I will not take much of time. Comrades, it's a great honor to welcome all of you. And before anything, I am telling what Bennett was telling, that comrade, we are still now telling comrade, and I am just going through the Google only, how comrade is telling. A person who fights on the same side as you are in the war. I am not in a war, but we are in the war of 5-day banking, we are in the war of justice of officers, we are in the war of the work-life balance of officers. So we are comrade only in the otherwise. So comrades, we can tell all of you comrades, it's Sathi only, it's Sathi. Don't take it otherwise. And what Chatterjee sir was telling, yes, we are minority. What Chatterjee was telling, that is the right thing. We may be minority in the numbers, but the way we are raising the concerns, raising the welfare issues of our officers, we should be the majority in that number. So we are the majority union of Canara Bank as on date. So comrades, again a heartfelt thank to all of you. Now we should, starting respected Hebe George Eden sir, Honorable Member of Parliament Ernakulam, though he has not come, he can come anytime. Respected Sri Lawrence M sir, DGM HR, HO. Respected Sri R.K. Chatterjee sir, President, INBOC. Respected Sri Prem Kumar Makkar sir, General Secretary, INBOC. Respected Comrade Sanjay Anand Manjrekar sir, and all other dignitaries, our respected President Dinesh ji, Bennett ji, Sali, Amar, and now not other than the leaders who are sitting in front of me. You are the real leaders, not we are. Only because of you we are here. So thank you comrades. For you we are here only. Comrades, march on! Thank you. It gives my immense pleasure to address the All India 11th Triennial Conference of Canara Bank Officers Federation and 23rd General Body Meeting. And I also wish to give a fraternal welcome to our respected leaders of Indian Nationalist Bank Conference who are here. Comrades, we are standing in a crucial road. And a crossroad you can say. And in the last decade, we have undergone a profound transformation in the name of digitalization, or in the name of reforms, or in the name of consolidation, and changing the customer expectation also. So we are facing many challenges as on date. But during the time of this uncertainty, global slowdown, pandemic, COVID, everything, only the public sector banks who stood firm in front of everyone. And we have ensured that credit growth on that time also. In that time also, we have confirmed that credit growth, that every member who are grassroots level, all Indians should get the proper credit requirement. Though it may be SHG or it may be MSME sector, anything, or agriculture sector. So on priority sector, only these PSU banks
who are here was responsible to take care of all the members of all the country members of India. However, for this performance expectation increased, the pressure also increased. But due to shortage of staffs, what our Chatterjee sir was telling, Makkar sir was telling, prolonged working hour. But as a trade union, our responsibility to raise the concern to the proper authority and in the right time. And these are our union leaders and involved leaders who are here to take up the matters at the proper forum, at the proper time. So thank you, Comrade Makkar sir, Sri Makkar sir and Sri Chatterjee sir for coming here and for taking the responsibility, for taking up the issues of our general officers fraternity. Coming specifically to Canara Bank, it's a glorious legacy of more than a century. From a humble beginning and becoming to one of the largest public sector bank. Canara Bank always stood for the trust, integrity, and also the customer-centric bank, and also one of the most preferred bank for every Indians. So after amalgamation, our responsibility has also increased. And our performance has also become demanding. But I am proud to say that Canara Bank has always risen to the occasion, whether there is any requirement for growth, for recovery, for digitalization, for anything, for any performance. And for this, the improved financial indicators are the testimony of the hard work of each and every comrades who are sitting here or who are there in Canara Bank as well as in all the public sector banks. So at the same time, when bank is growing, we are taking care of the societies. There is one should be most promisable thing that should be there. That is, when employee welfare is treated with priority. So our welfare should be treated with priority. And for that, I accept there are many issues and which under the leadership of your leader, that is Comrade Bennett is here, Comrade Punia is here, we all are taking care of to take up the just demands. Be rest assured that your CBOF will be always with you. And you all know, unity is the greatest strength. An organization where CBOF and INBOC, who have the historic responsibility to protect the dignity of the officers, have came with collaboration, and after the service competition, we uphold the service condition of the contribute to the policy decisions of welfare of our officers community, which we may belong to different people, which we may belong to different forum. But our common goal should be a strong banking system, strong Canara Bank, but with respected and dignified officers community. That should be our primary agenda, that respected and dignified officers community. Comrades, we should be thankful to our Sri Makkar sir and Chatterjee sir that they have given the recognition to our federation, to Uni-Global Union. And what Makkar sir or Chatterjee sir was telling, it is the industry who is working at 150 countries, more than 150 countries. It's a large matter. Even earlier also we are not having such of affiliation. So it's a great opportunity for all of us that we are working in 150 countries and we are the member of the same union, having more than 20 million of members in that matter. So, comrade, I will not take much of your time. At the last, as a responsible trade union, we should be constructive in engagement with management. Growth of our bank in all respect, that should be our motto. Protecting dignity of our officers and developing leadership among all youth officers and strengthening inter-union unity. Because we have the participant of UFBU, so there should be a unity in all the unions, and there we should participate in all the calls UFBU is giving under the leadership of Makkar sir, Chatterjee sir, and all the leaders who are leading the UFBU from the front. And above all, safeguarding the public sector entity and character of our banking system. That should be our motto. And I believe in future, Indian banking as well as our bank is bright, and we being the officers, we will always serve for the growth, but with the dignity and respect of our officers. CBOF will stand strong, responsible and progressive voice for all of our officers. At last, today we are organizing our conference in a juncture when we are fighting for 5-day banking. What Comrade Bennett, Comrade Sri Makkar sir, Sri Chatterjee sir, who all are telling 5-day banking should be our first demand and just demand. Comrade, let us have a slogan, 5-day banking, just demand. No, सबको भूख लग गया लग रहा है. और एक बार, 5-day banking, just demand. Hey, 5-day banking, our demand. This is the pathway, what Chatterjee sir was telling, this is the pathway of work-life balance. Sir was telling you, work-life balance के ऊपर बहुत एजेंडा है, बहुत लोग बहुत कुछ बोला है. लेकिन दिस इज द वन पाथवे फॉर आवर वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस. अगर 5-day बैंकिंग होगा, कम से कम 2 दिन हम घर में टाइम दे पाएंगे. दैट शुड बी आवर मिनिमम मोटो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग एनीथिंग. एंड व्हाट yesterday after our AC meeting, the doyen of our trade leadership in our East Syndicate Bank as well as Canara Bank Officers Federation, Comrade Manjrekar sir was telling that don't bother about the credit. कौन क्या किया, क्योंकि वी आर राइटिंग मेनी लेटर्स, वी आर गोइंग टू हेड ऑफिस मेनी टाइम्स, वी आर ट्राइंग टू डिस्कस विद मैनेजमेंट इन मेनी अदर वेज. Here Shiva Kumar ji is there, who is trying a lot for us. Comrade Suma Kumar ji should be have given a great hands for that. So in that manner, what Manjrekar sir was telling, it should be a lesson for all of you. Yeah, we may be in minority, but don't take the credit. Don't bother about the credit. But the purpose should be solved, and all the bankers should be benefited. Not me, not you, not other union member. We should not see about that. We should not be worried about that. That should be our prime motto, that all are benefited. With this motto, I assure your federation, you all are leaders, your federation will take care of all the things which are the just demands, which issues should be taken care of. And at last, being the chairman of Canara Bank Officers Federation, I humbly thank the Kerala comrades to have a beautiful, for conveying such a beautiful conference here. So Kerala comrades, Jinabad! Kerala comrades, long live! So thank you on behalf of me, and now there will be time for others. मेरा सैंडविच का मेयोनीज खत्म हो गया, बाकी लोग आएगा, अभी सर है उसके बाद. So thank you all of you, and thank you comrades. There will be a delegate session after that. Thank you comrades from my side.
Thank you, Comrade Nirmalyada. Now it's time to invite our great leader, Sri Sanjay Manjrekar sir. Sri Sanjay Anand Manjrekar, a dedicated leader, was born in 1960 in Karwar, a coastal town in Karnataka. After completing BCom at his native place, he started his career with a brief stint at LIC and Central Bank of India before joining Syndicate Bank as a probationary officer. He was an active member of SBOA since beginning of his joining in 1983 and held various key positions including the post of General Secretary. He also served as a director on the board of Syndicate Bank and senior vice president of AIBOC and as working president of AINBOF. He championed officers' causes at bank and industry levels. We welcome you, sir.
The guest of honors, Sri Lawrence M., DGM HR, Canara Bank. I will call you Comrade, sir. Comrade R.K. Chatterjee, President, INBOC. Comrade Prem Kumar Makkar, General Secretary, INBOC. Comrade Nirmala Chakravarti, Chairman, CBOF. Comrade Dinesh Punia, President CBOF. Comrade Bennett Sebastian, General Secretary CBOF. Comrade Sali, the Chairman of Reception Committee. Comrade Amar, Convener of Reception Committee, the Executive Committee members, and my dear delegates. CBOF has a vibrant history of 53 years. It was started as Syndicate Bank Officers Association in 1973. It has a history of struggles. It has a history of committed trade union practices. Comrades, you may not be aware, when it was started, it was affiliated to ICOBU at that time. And when it was found out that the leaders of ICOBU are drifting away from the objectives, it was Syndicate Bank Officers Association with the Officers Association of another 5-6 banks like Bank of India, Union Bank of India, a section of State Bank of India, and some UCO Bank and another 2-3 banks came out of ICOBU and formed AIBOC in 1984 and signed the first joint note in 1985. Till then there were no joint notes. Again, when it was found that the leadership of ICOBU, IBOC, was not taking up the issues of second option of pension, it was SBOA which took the lead in forming AINBOF in 2009 within AIBOC. Not only that, under the banner of AINBOF, it also formed the Forum of Nationalized Bank Officers to fight for the second option and the causes of nationalized bank officers, because State Bank is not a nationalized bank, it is a different type. Again, it was SBOA who took the lead in that, and we signed the second option of pension in 2010. So SBOA had always practiced the principled trade union. And I am happy that CBOF is continuing with the same spirit and same practice. I remember when the decision was taken in 2021, you all are aware, initially we were to go with CBOA because of AIBOC's decision. But subsequently, when the decision was taken to have our own independent existence, we changed the name from Syndicate Bank Officers Association to Canara Bank Officers Federation. We had met executives. When we met one of the executives who was originally from Canara Bank, he was a GM at that time, now he is a CGM. He asked us, you are a majority organization, Syndicate Bank. You could achieve so many things there. What do you think being a minority organization you can do in Canara Bank? And I told him, yes sir, I am aware. We are a majority organization in Syndicate Bank, we are a minority organization here. But we will continue to raise the issues of the officers, create an awareness, and decide the agenda of other officers' unions in Canara Bank. And now, you have heard, I have also heard, the issues being taken up by CBOF under the leadership of Comrade Bennett, Sebastian, Punia and others during the last 3 years, and the results out of that. I am glad what I told and visualized on that day, that CBOF, though it is a minority organization, will raise the issues, create the awareness and decide the agenda for others. They have proved me right. Comrades, I am aware that the time is running out. And secondly, I am not an office bearer of any trade union today. I am not even indulged in any negotiations or anything. The leaders from the bank, from the industry, they have informed you about the developments, the recent developments regarding various issues. Yes, 5-day banking is pending for long. In fact, it should have been agreed in 2015 itself. But at that time, the management said, right now we will give alternative Saturdays, 2 Saturdays in a month, holidays, and subsequently we will do now 10 years are over. And we are rightly fighting for that. And I am glad that the UFBU has given a call exclusively for that issue, which were, even when I was in the industry, I was in service, we were expecting UFBU to give a call only on that issue. At last UFBU has given a call on that. I am glad and I wish you all the best for that. I wish all the best to CBOF, and I am sure one day CBOF will be a majority organization in this bank. It will have force, it is already a force to reckon with. I don't want to take much of your time. I know everybody is hungry now, and again you have to start the delegate session. I thank the organizers for having invited me here and giving me an opportunity to spend time with you. I am with you, I will be with you today, I will be with you tomorrow also. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Comrade Manjrekar sir, for the enlightening words. Now it's the time to deliver a vote of thanks. I humbly invite our vibrant leader, our senior vice president, and the convener of the reception committee, Comrade Amar NV, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, comrades. I am here to propose the vote of thanks. Respected Chief Guest in absentia, Shri Hibin George Eden, esteemed guest of honor, Shri Lawrence M, Shri Prem Kumar Mukherjee, Shri R.K. Chatterjee, respected leaders of INPOG and INTUC, dear comrades and delegates, on behalf of Canara Bank Officers Federation and the Reception Committee, I am honored to propose the vote of thanks at the conclusion of this inspiring inaugural session of the 11th Triennial Conference. We convey our sincere gratitude to our chief guest, in absentia, Shri Hippie George Eden, the MP of the local Trivandrum, he'll be visiting in the next half in the evening session. We thankfully acknowledge the presence and gratitude of our guest of honors, Shri Lawrence M, DGM HRM, HO, Shri Prem Kumar Mukherjee, and Shri R.K. Chatterjee, whose leadership and solidarity continue to inspire the banking fraternity. Our special thanks to Comrade Nirmalya, Comrade Dinesh Punia, and Comrade Benedict Sebastian for their insightful and motivating address that have set the direction for the deliberation ahead. We extend our heartfelt thanks to all the delegates and comrades who have travelled from across the country. Your presence truly reflects the strength and unity of our organization, the power of union. I place on record our sincere appreciation to the reception committee members, volunteers, and the management and staff of Surya Angamali for their tireless efforts in making this conference a grand success. With this word, I thank each and everyone. Comrade, it's already time. The lunch is ready. I humbly request to accept the lunch and also request you. First of all, I'll thank each and every comrade. For the last 3 years, I can see many of you have not even got up. So this is my heartfelt thanks to each and every comrade who are sitting here for the last 3 hours continuously. And the business hours will start at 2:30 sharp. The lunch is ready. I request each and everyone to kindly accept our lunch. Thank you.
Comrades, the formal session has come to an end. I use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you. Comrades, lunch is arranged in a big conference hall just behind this venue, just besides the steps giving there. The same floor itself. It will be more convenient for all of us because it is a big hall where the food is served. Here also food is serving. Comrades, please assemble here itself after the lunch by 2:30 for business session.